One of the most recognizable structures in the state line will soon be out of commission.
The Byron nuclear plant will close in September 2021. Exelon Generation announced the closure earlier today. The company took the first steps towards closing the plant in February of last year. Exelon says Byron's plant is losing money. Declining energy prices and competition with fossil fuel plants are to blame.
Today is really a day for us to spend time with the workers. We have people going from shop to shop to let them talk, get questions, give them answers. So today we're just going to talk to our employees and give them as much information as we can.
The Byron nuclear plant has been running since 1985. The employees and tax money that comes along with the Exelon plant is the lifeblood for the city of Byron.
Nearby businesses worry what will happen when employees stop spending their hard-earned dollars at city shops. Byron's mayor talked with Dylan Saraki about the economic impact losing the plant will have on the city.
Some small businesses here in Byron are worried the plant closing could lead to the loss of regular customers.
The economic impact of the plant is really immense, and to lose it will be devastating.
Byron Mayor John Rickard was devastated when he heard about Exelon's plans to close the nuclear plant.
First reaction was shock. Second reaction was kind of really disappointed that it's come to this. Of course, there are any number of employees who work at the plant who live in and around Byron, who therefore shop here, get their gas here, go to restaurants here.
Peggy Bergmark has worked as a waitress at the Swedish Pancake House for the last 5 years. She says the restaurant was already struggling because of COVID-19, and now they're bracing for another loss.
We get a lot of people, that the retired ones and the one that originally worked out there, they come in periodically, so it's going to hurt us a lot.
Brittany Marth from Sunrise Family Restaurant tells me they can normally rely on consistent orders from plant workers.
We do orders from out there, so overtime meals, we get business from that, and that's a good chunk of our weekly, business that comes through. It's just to-go orders, but it's still something.
Another potential economic impact of the plant closure comes from tax money.
The city itself doesn't receive taxes from the plant, but the school district, the library district, the fire department district all do.
Marth has lived in Byron for the last 23 years. She's worried that potential loss of revenue could convince people to leave.
A lot of kids are here. A lot of people have moved here just for the school district and because of their jobs. They know that this is a great place to be. I think that the school district is going to suffer, and people will move on and move out because they're worried about what's next.
In Byron, for your home team, I'm Dylan Saraki.
Well, no plant means no income for hundreds of people clocking in at Exelon. Many may try to leave before the Byron location closes.
Michelle Rave talked with a retired worker. Michelle, he says people may try to hang up their hats early.
A former Exelon employee tells me the closure of the Byron power plant will be devastating, not only for Byron, but the entire country. Donald Murbach has worked at the Exelon generating station in Byron for 20 years. He retired 2 years ago, but says when he heard the news, he was greatly disappointed. Murbach says he went through the same situation when the power plant he worked at in Zion shut down in 1998. He says he regularly keeps in touch with friends and he made at the plant, and says he expects many who are close to retirement will do it.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people at the plant now that are going to retire just because they're old enough and they can. And so that'll ease the burden on them. But there's going to be a lot of people that aren't going to be able to replace the money they're making at the plant.
Coming up at 6, Murbach will share more about his experience working at the plant, and we'll hear some reactions from community members as well. Mimi, Eric.
Thanks, Michelle.